Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Rob Squad and the Creators. We are so happy to be back in studio with some amazing guests today. But before we get into that, let's introduce ourselves. You are here with your boy Jay.
Hey y'all, you're also here with your girl Amber. Now, the first time that we heard modern English, it was the poetic new wave anthem, I Melt With You. Now, 42 years after it was released, it is still just as powerful today as it was in 1982. When we reacted to it 2 years ago, never in our wildest dreams did we ever think that we would meet the creators behind this song.
Never.
Well, our wildest dreams are apparently being met because today we get to welcome Mick Conroy and Robbie from the band Modern English.
Welcome to the channel, guys. Thank y'all so much for coming in. I Melt With You, that is probably one of the most memorable songs, and we've done over 3,000 songs on our YouTube channel, and that one, to me, it's always one of like the top 5, top 10 catchiest songs that I think we've done. It does stick with you, and heck, it sticks with a lot of people. It's 40 plus years ago. So thank you guys for so much that y'all have done for music, and ready to get started whenever you guys are.
Well, I mean, we've been told so many times about people who've walked down the aisle to get married to I Melt With You, and
that's so cool.
Yeah, and also
that is.
Some bedroom action on the, has also been mentioned about I Melt With You.
Well, I could see that. I'm like a hopeless romantic, and like listening to that song, like it makes you melt. It's creative and the lyrics, and it's beautiful, but the music behind it as well. It's so powerful.
Yeah, when the girls sing along to it at concerts, it's generally the women that are singing, and the men are there as well, but they get overwhelmed by the women generally.
Well, in that moment, the men aren't there, if you think about it. It's between you and them when that song is playing.
We want to take some time before we get into y'all's song for us today. We actually want to go back and kind of just watch our very first reaction to your guys' song, I Melt the World With You. It was done about 2 years ago here on the channel. It was very, very kind of early on in our music journey, but it was one that definitely stood out. So if you guys are ready, we would love to kind of watch it with you guys.
Yeah, okay. Let's go.
Modern English, I Melt With You. Let's check them out. Oh, so old.
Moving forward, using all my breath. Making love to you was never second best.
Like, I know the words now.
I saw the world crashing all around your face, never really knowing it was always mesh and lace. I'll stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference, and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you.
So, like, they're definitely, and we just did the Clash yesterday.
Yeah.
They're giving me the Clash type vibe.
Right. Like, they have a more of a pop vibe to their sound. But I love the way that the lyrics are delivered. I don't know if this is one of those things where the accent just definitely helps out with the delivery. But I feel like this might be one of those cases because, like, I really, really dig the sound. But overall, it also sounds like it's a sweet song. It's a really unique take on pop.
Right.
I don't know how to describe it.
It's like a pop rock.
Yeah, pop rock, maybe like a little bit of punk. I don't know how to describe it, but it is a good mix of things, but heavy on the pop.
The thing I found interesting though when they first started it, like they showed the drums, the electric guitar, but they showed an acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't even paying attention to that.
I feel like you often don't see, and maybe I just don't realize that an acoustic guitar and kind of a rockish, like, kind of pop rock type song. Oh, that's so funny. It's so funny going back and rewatching the videos. Like now thinking like, oh, like it's pop. We
didn't know what new wave was at the time.
Right.
Like it was early on in our musical journey. So like
exactly.
I'm cringing hearing myself. It's like pop, but like punk and like rock,
It's one of those songs that no matter what, it sticks with you. And as soon as you hear the open to it, you know what song it is.
Oh, absolutely, for sure.
There's about 24 guitars laid on top of each other. So when you were saying about the acoustic guitar, there's both electrics and acoustics on there, all playing the same thing, like a big harmony of guitars all playing the same thing.
Oh, that's so cool.
Wow, like a big harmony of it. I mean, we know the song is beautiful, but knowing how they were layered to make that sound makes it even more stunning. And then, like I said, I'm a hopeless romantic. So when you said that people walk down the aisle to this, that this can inspire the mood, like I really, really liked it because I also read romance books, right? So when you're singing these lyrics now, I'm sitting here and picture like this could be like one of those moments. It's so sweet and it's so beautifully written that it could be like one of those moments like in the book that it's with a perfect description, and it's just beautiful and it evokes so much feelings.
And I don't know if that song has been in movies, but like it gives me like that soundtrack to like a love movie. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really kind of what it sets to me.
It's been in about 100 movies.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go.
I can see that.
It was in Nicolas Cage's first ever film, a film called Valley Girl.
Okay.
You obviously haven't heard of that. I mean, that's
they're too young for that.
I know it's turned into like a cult. You've heard of Nicolas Cage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, when we were all very young, before you were born, he was a struggling actor, and our song was in his first film.
Hello. Who invited you?
Oh, wow, you mean you have to be invited? That explains it.
We live through you guys. We live through y'all's music, and that's to me, that's one of the best parts about it, because we get to go back in time and relive these moments through you guys.
And also, that music's all analog. That there's no digital stuff on that record, so you get a warmth, like a different sort of texture than you would now.
Yeah. It's all recorded. I mean, being technical, it's all recorded onto tape.
Yeah,
it's like there was no computers anywhere in those days in their studios.
Very authentic.
Yeah, but we went to this really remote place in Wales to record the LP, and basically the only way we could communicate with people was when the postman came to deliver letters.
Oh goodness.
All right, so we hear that you guys have a live performance that you guys wanted to show us of I Melt With You, and hey, we are all for it. So we're ready to jump right into it if you guys are.
Sure, let's hear it.
Oh, I love the setting.
Moving forwards, using all my breath, making love to you was never
still sounds amazing.
I saw the world crashing all around your face, never really knowing it was always mesh and lace. I'll stop the world and bounce with you. See the difference, and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you. Dream of better lives, the kind which never hate. Trapped in a state of imaginary grace. I've made a pilgrimage to save this human's race, never comprehending the race at long. I'll stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference, and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do.
One of the most iconic lines in music.
Love this part.
Bass.
The future's only wide.
I feel the bass a lot thicker in this one, and obviously the one we just did. Obviously, you guys are a lot younger, and it felt more rockish, more pop, like we said. And this one, it still gets that, but I feel a calmness with this one, and I feel the soothness in your voice. And like I said, I feel a lot heavier presence in that bass. It feels a little thicker to me.
Yeah,
in the live version, and again. Sounds stuff may be different, obviously, from recent times to back when it first came out.
Yeah, and I feel like you are hooked. I mean, when the first line of the song is "Making love to you is never second best," and then in the chorus, he's describing that he would stop the world to literally melt with you. You could say like, that's it. That is the top point of the song because the concept is beautiful, the thought. But then when we get to that instrumental,
he said a bedroom
I
song.
love the instrumental because it feels like the world is stopping. That's my favorite part. It feels like the world is going in slow motion, and it's beautiful, that instrumental. And I forgot how much I loved it from the first time that we reacted to it because I was so stuck on how beautiful the lyrics were. But now that like you sink into that instrumental, it feels like the world is stopping, and it's beautiful. Now, and then when then your voice, the world is open wide, that kind of coming in there during that kind of world stop moment, it's perfect.
I can't see it in any other way than a bedroom song now. That's forever ingrained in my mind.
That's had over 8 million radio plays up to now.
8 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, and that's crazy. That's a lot of plays. That is a lot of plays.
Yeah. That's crazy.
How does it?
Correct.
How does it feel to know that you're the soundtrack to some people's like journey in love, or like their wedding, or maybe leading to their children being born? What does it feel like to know that like that one song in particular means so much to so many people for so long? It stood the test of time.
It's a difficult one to comprehend, really. When you're making music, you tend to just be making it. That was just another song on the album in a lot of ways for us. So the way it took off, it was completely unexpected. Mm-hmm. So to hear, people say those sort of things about getting married to it and other things as well, it's incredible. It's really incredible. And every night when we play it live, everyone sings along. Everyone knows the words.
Yeah.
It's really hard to, as a band, to understand a lot of that.
I read how one song that you wrote, just part of an album, resonated with so many people to the point where they want to walk down the aisle.
If you sit down and think about that for too long, it's not. It's a bit too much.
It's a bit like in all fields. It's like the song has become a classic. It's like it's got a life of its own. That's when we wrote the song, we didn't, like Rob said, we didn't expect much from it at all, but it just.
And then for that one song to just blow up.
I mean, on YouTube, there's choirs singing it. There's a woman with a harpsichord playing it and singing it. There's folk bands playing it. There's about 1,000 Japanese rock bands.
There's about 50 ukulele versions of it.
It's incredible.
As well.
Just go on and have a look. There's hundreds and hundreds of versions of it.
I'll stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you. I'll stop the world and melt with you.
Pure joy. Pure delicious chocolate. Pure Hershey.
And I can just imagine how honored you guys feel seeing all these cool different renditions and remakes of a song that you guys literally made worldwide. That's so cool. I can just imagine the feeling.
Well, and I know it was a new sound for that time, but it shows how far above the time you were for it to still be so popular today and to mean so much today and still be relevant and something that people would still seek out to listen to now.
All right, let's get back and finish this off.
All the time. getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and dance with you. I'll stop the world and dance with you. I'll stop the world and dance with you.
Just the whole setting is so cool. That was so cool, and I love the setting too. You don't need a lot, just a room and some amazing musicians. That was very, very cool. How long ago was that live performance?
Last year.
I love that the drums made you want to dance in this. And, I honestly forgot about when kind of the music drops a little bit and it's just the humming, the part where you just hum.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I forgot, because you're rocking and all of a sudden it just stops and that part just seeps in. It's very, very nice. And it was another nice surprise I kind of forgot about. It's a really special part of the song.
For sure. And again, thank you guys so much for coming on the channel and bringing that live performance, with you guys. It's a song that we both believe it'll stand the test of time. It'll keep on going for generations and generations. I mean,
it keeps paying the bills. God bless it.
I was going to ask, how many times do you think you've played this song, like throughout your career, if you had a wild guess?
Thousands. I mean,
it's got to be thousands. Yeah, it's got to be thousands.
When you add up how old we are and how many concerts we've played.
Or you can say that's just how great the song is. You can look at it in two different ways, right?
And well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Before we leave here today, anything you guys would like for the RSR family and new subscribers to know? Any tour dates? Anything new coming up?
In America, you mean?
We worldwide.
Yeah, well, we're going off to Stockholm tomorrow, and we're in Copenhagen and Malmo in the next week, and we're going back to Germany, a place called Oberhausen. Then we're playing in Amsterdam and Den Haag in Holland. Then we're going back to London.
Nice.
Going back to London and playing at home. And then we're playing in Paris. And then the tour finishes. Deep breath. Then we've got 6 weeks off. And then we come back to America and we're doing a big tour for 6 weeks.
Sweet.
Across America.
Man.
Starting
Awesome.
in June.
Yeah, June and July.
July. Well,
okay. Well, awesome. RSR family. We have a lot of subscribers in the UK and Germany. So if you guys get a chance, go to one of the concerts, check it out, film it, send it back to us. We would love to see some live clips. But again, thank you guys so much. And we send our family out of here every time with "We love you, we thank you, we appreciate you." And remember, every single day that you guys wake up, it is a blessing, and that you are blessed. And for your new family members, to hit that subscribe button down below. We welcome you guys to the RSR family, and thanks for hanging out with us and Rob Squad and the creators. But you guys have a goal every day, just like we do. Let them know, Ma.
All right, y'all, let's spread some light and let's spread some love by going out in this world and trying to make somebody smile.
We love you guys. Till next time, we'll see y'all later.
Thank you. Cheers.
I'll stop the world in